Things are getting groovy in WandaVision. Hello everyone and welcome to Movie Reviews by Josh. My name is Josh Terry, and in this episode I am going to talk about episode 3 of WandaVision, the new streaming series on Disney Plus from Marvel, set in the MCU. We got Wanda and Vision characters from all the Avengers movies. They are living in domestic tranquility, or so they think, and they're slowly starting to figure out that they're not living in domestic tranquility. But of course, we still don't really know what's going on. I've already done videos on the first couple of episodes, and so hopefully you've already watched those already. I'm going to try to be kind of conservative about spoilers as we move forward. Of course, to talk about episode 3, I kind of have to refer back to those previous episodes. So be warned, but don't be concerned. So at the end of the second episode, we officially transitioned from a black and white palette into a full color palette. And basically the trajectory of the series has been to move through different kind of sitcom themes. The first episode was kind of an I Love Lucy, Honeymooners, Dick Van Dyke thing. The second episode was still black and white, but it was more of a Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie. Things getting a little bit quirky, a little bit groovy, right? And now in the third episode, it's straight up, this is the Brady Bunch. They live in a home that looks basically just like the Brady Bunch home. The font, all the the graphics and stuff, it's pretty clear that's where things are going. And so on that level, that's kind of what we're dealing with in terms of which genre of sitcom the series is having fun with. But we're also making a lot more progress in terms of the overarching story of the show, as far as answering the question, what are Wanda and Vision doing here? Why are they stuck in the suburbs? Why are they kind of living in this life? What brought them there? We don't get a lot of answers. Of course, there's 6 more episodes to go in the first series, and I don't know if I'm guessing that not everything's going to be answered by the end of the first series anyway. But there is more of a focus on that, whereas the first episode in particular felt pretty thin on that, and things are really starting to kind of pick up and get going, which is why overall I'm feeling pretty good about the series. I'm interested and excited about it. The first episode I was a little bit unsure. But in this third episode, each one of the individual episodes, of course, has its own individual story, just like a regular sitcom. So it's hard to talk about the content of episode 3 without giving away some pretty substantial spoilers. So I'm going to just be kind of vague about it, and you're probably going to wind up watching the episode anyway, let's be honest, right? So I can tell you that, we're kind of in full color now. It's kind of a 1970s Brady Bunch tribute type thing. But some significant things have happened in the plot that I don't really want to give away, but they are key towards helping Wanda and Vision make a connection to what it is that they're actually experiencing. And so while I imagine that the sitcom tributes will continue moving forward, it feels like they're not going to be quite as important, because the interactions with other characters, the figuring out of, okay, well, what are we doing here? Where is this coming from? Is much more apparent. And I kind of enjoy that, because, I thought that, the idea of sticking the two of them in old sitcoms, it's kind of a fun, cute idea, but obviously it doesn't have enough legs to just sustain a series on its own. And by the third episode, it feels like that's a fun style cue, but it's kind of taking more of a back seat towards the main story, which of course I don't really want to give away. And so at this point, I think I'll talk more about my take on the series itself, the first 3 episodes in conjunction, and say that I want to give the series, honestly, I still want to say about 3 stars out of 4, but I sense the potential for it to get a lot better. I haven't quite, like, in terms of a TV show, in terms of a serial series, it hasn't quite grabbed me the way a lot of my favorite TV shows have. I'm definitely interested to see more of it, and intending to. But it's still kind of more in the 3 stars out of 4 range, pushing its way towards 3.5 or maybe more. And a lot of that I think is going to have to depend on where things go from here. I do feel like it's heading in the right direction. I wasn't as crazy about it the first time. With the first episode, it kind of felt like, well, this is kind of fun, this is kind of cute, but I don't know if it's really, making me excited to see what's coming next. I am feeling much more of that after the third episode. So overall, I think it's a good start, maybe a little bit of a slow burn, taking its time, which is fine, right? We don't all need instant gratification these days. We're still, even in the 70s, the crazy 70s, we're still about at a TV PG level here. And so, I don't know if this is, honestly, as I'm thinking about it right here, I don't think this would be really great for kids, because I don't think that they would appreciate it or really kind of understand what's going on. So I still think it's probably, going to be best appreciated by comic book fans, MCU fans, people who are a little bit older, teens and above, but it's definitely, not going to be, you're not going to panic if one of the kids walks into the room while you're watching it and sees anything going on. So what has your favorite sitcom tribute been so far? Is it I Love Lucy, Bewitched, or Brady Bunch? Leave your answers in the comments below. Thanks everybody for watching. This has been Movie Reviews by Josh. My name is Josh Terry, and I would be very grateful if you would subscribe to my channel on your way out. Leave your notifications on so you can see new videos as soon as they're posted. In the meantime, have a great day.